Hi, sweet, lovely people. My name is Just Marie, and welcome back. I am here, and you know what? I was going to talk about something today, and I might get into it, but I'm actually in a pretty good mood now that I'm just like talking. I love the idea of potentially having a community of people that I can just talk with and hang out with. I have always been not the best at making friends, and I don't know why. I can't really figure out the root reason why, because I love talking with people. I see people all the time, before baby, after baby, and I can just have a conversation with anybody, and like it's not a problem or anything like that. But actually, maybe it's a commitment thing. Making that commitment to hang out with somebody is just so difficult for me, or sending that text message. Maybe I'm afraid of rejection or whatever. But I have so many people that I'm acquainted to in my town, but I have like this little air bubble that's just like hanging out here. Y'all ever get that? Where it's just like hanging out there? Oh, okay. So, yeah. I have a lot of acquaintances in my town, but I don't connect. I don't know why. And I have a few people, and some people have moved away, and now it's like, there's always that loss. And I just got to remember, like, people come into your life for a reason, and whether good or bad or neutral, just go with it. But I love the idea of coming on here and just, this is me. This is who I am, and I don't need to hide anything. I don't need to filter myself or anything like that. I am wearing makeup today. I don't normally wear makeup, and not even 5 years ago, like 3 years ago, I never not wore makeup because I have these beautiful dark circles that I was born with, and I was just so insecure about it. Look how much better it looks, like just like a little bit of ways. But I've learned, like, if you tilt your head up a little bit, wow, I look really catty, like that cat eye. Okay. But I never not left the house without makeup on. Even camping, I'd wear makeup. I'd be putting that concealer on underneath my eyes because I was so insecure. And I had people who asked if I was undergoing treatment because I looked so sick because of my eyes. And it was like, I'm a high school student at the time, and I just had pale skin, blue eyes because I was on my phone all night texting, and I have these genetics of dark circles. So I just kind of learned to live with them and deal with them, and they just are what they are, and I'm okay with it. And now, so I had all those years of like wearing makeup, and I had one buddy of mine who's like, Jess, like, why are you wearing so much makeup? Like, you're so beautiful. And like, if I never met this human in my life, Jimmy Rain, I love you. If I never met this human in my life, I would not be at all the person that I am today. Because being friends with him for 2-ish years, and it's not that we're not friends anymore, it's that we're off in different communities doing our own things and blah, blah, blah. But he was so down to earth, loved music, loved just hanging out at the beach, just like so low key. And it was like, at that time, I was this up there eccentric party girl, feeding off everybody's energy so I can have my energy levels up here. Then I met this person who's just so chill, down to earth, and if it wasn't, don't acknowledge this. I am going to acknowledge it. This is butternut squash and apple, and I don't know, something that Levon was eating. But yeah, I totally like 180'd of my perspective. It took a year or so because I was in college, and you're colleging, you're doing all your stuff, you're collaging, doing all your stuff, and I just had fun, I was 19, 20, and I continued partying. Like, in my third year of school, I started smoking weed again, and which really just like mellowed me down because I was so high stress. I was doing 5 courses plus 3 labs, so there's 8 things you have to study for. Plus I was working 4 days a week, paying for car insurance for the first time, gas, food, rent. Like, I lived with my mom for my 2 years leading up, my 2 years post-secondary, and then my third year, it was only half a year, half a semester, or 1 semester, so it was like half a year. No, I don't hear baby. I had to, for the first time, pay for my car because I had got my license that year, so I could drive, and I'd never paid for rent, I'd never paid for food, and I started smoking. So of course at that time, like, food wasn't important. I was just smoking, and I was also going to the gym full time. So I had a lot going on, and I graduated school. I started drywalling. Such a cool experience, because I was jacked as shit from going to the gym all the time and woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I started drywalling, and there was like a lull in work for a couple of weeks. And it's not that there was no work, it's that it wasn't ready for us. So if I had waited another 2 or 3 weeks, I could have had like a bunch of work, and I would have probably maybe still been doing this. But just how life rolled the dice for me, I had no money for rent, and I ended up moving to Kamloops with a girlfriend, and that was awesome. And I just kind of really mellowed down from there. So I lived in Kamloops for 6 weeks, and then I moved to Squamish, where I'm located now, here in British Columbia. And I've just kind of come down like from that whoo, 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 and now right now I'm all like amped up and excited, and I love that. And I love looking back at photos of myself and just seeing this beautiful, bright, brilliant girl, because right now I don't always feel like that. I feel like I need to really work hard for my happiness, which shouldn't be the case, but it's because I'm not feeding off people all the time. It's not like I'm going I used to go to the bar, I used to go out to the beach, I used to go to a coffee shop and get all that energy and suck it in from everybody else. And I had super hard crashes because I'd be up, 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 up. Just by the way, I'd never done cocaine or anything like that. I just want to be clear, or like ecstasy, I've never done ecstasy. There's a lot of drugs that I've never tried, and I don't want to. I have a personality that clings on to habits, and it's just not for me. I know myself well enough, so I just want to be clear, because I know that's common for people to do. I am not one of those people. And no shame, I fucking get it, and it's a tough substance to get off. Most substances are really tough to not be a part of. So anyways, back to my life story. I was getting all my energy from these outside sources, and now the past 3 years I've really been working to try to ground myself a lot more and be a lot more grounded and get it from little satisfactory things. And it's a tough transition because we live in a consumerist society, a capitalist society, where money funds everything, and there's this instant satisfaction. Oh, boom, I'm gonna order this online. Boom, it's going to show up at my door in 2 days. And you get two satisfactions almost of ordering it, and it's like, ooh, I'm going to get this new pottery cup, and it's so beautiful, and it's made by an artisan, whatever, I don't know. You get whatever you want to get. And then it shows up 2 days later, and it's like, oh, yay. It's like double excitement, and I get it. I'm not one for ordering stuff online, but to each their own, right? I'm just like readjusting here. Okay, so now trying to find my peace through my own means is really tough. It is so freaking tough to find satisfaction through reading a book when I'm so used to all throughout my life getting stimulus like TV or YouTube or whatever it may be. Now, after so long, I am maybe like just over a third through a book that I started at the beginning of the year. We're in April, right? And I am just now getting the satisfaction of reading every single night, and I'm so stoked about it. I fucking love opening my book, reading a couple pages, because I end up falling asleep because it's like 10:30 and I'm tired, and it's like, I just want to keep reading more, and then I fall asleep, and then I don't put my bookmark in, and then I gotta flip through the pages the next night, and I get so much satisfaction just like opening my book at night, and it's like, whoa, I'm a reader. I'm reading my book. My plants. You can't see the plants right now because we're still all flocked towards the window, but they're here. They're there. You can see one there, and it's happy. It loves where it is. I get satisfaction from that. I get satisfaction for going down and visiting my mom for an afternoon. Just these little things. But then I find that because I don't have these really intense high moments like I'm used to, I almost don't realize when I'm dwindling down. It's not this dramatic shot, so I'm having a hard time refiguring out, okay, when am I low? When do I need something? And usually what happens is I buy a plant. So welcome to the family, because I've been feeling a little bit low the past couple of days. Welcome to the family. I go and buy a plant and it's like, oh, okay, I don't need any more plants. I realize that. I recognize that I just bought something to buy something and it gave me instant satisfaction, instant gratification. And I used to find that I would be most happy last year, this time when I was pregnant. I could practice yoga every day. I could write in my journal every day or every other day. It didn't have to be every day. I could have a little bit of freedom with music. Now I feel very disassociated to my life and my body, and I'm just running through the motions on auto. And I'm trying to find this balance because I don't have these high peaks, and I don't look to alcohol to help me, because I know I had a drink on the weekend and it's like instantly my mood changed. Instant fucking taneously my mood changed. And it's like, okay, I talked to Rob about it. I'm like, Rob, I can't be drinking, because I notice when I start drinking, I get better. My mood gets a lot better. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want it to be a habit where every single day I'm having a drink, I'm having a glass of wine, because then it's now a pattern. It's a habit and it's not good. Then I have to break that habit. So I'm really trying to put in something that is going to make me feel better or give me satisfaction without the super high peak. And I could use alcohol as an example for that, because I have a tendency, or shopping, buying stuff. Everyone in our house has had this cough for over a week. So, including baby, which is awful, so bad. So, anyways, so I'm trying to find stuff that will help my mood. Food can be another thing where I have a negative relationship with food sometimes. So I always got to be mindful of these things if I'm going to increase my mood. So walking always helps me. Being out in nature always helps me, because I notice, because I'm running through these motions, being a mom, being at home more, being with the baby more, I don't have as much time to give to myself, and I'm giving a lot of my energy to him. And instead of now going out, getting my extra energy from outside sources, I have got to almost I've been trying to find it internally. And maybe y'all know what I'm saying, maybe not, but that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And I was going to talk about something completely different today, but I just felt amped once I turned the camera on. I was just really excited to get on here. And I think what I'm going to do over the next few days is I'd like to clear this area up there. That's kind of just like extra stuff. Like, yeah, we have our extra bedding up there, an extra laptop that does not work. That basket there I use for leave-ons when we go out. Like if we go on a trip or something, I put his clothes in there, his luggage, but it's actually a picnic basket. So that's what there's cups and stuff, and then there's just like Rob's music shit in the corner. Sorry, Rob, not your music shit. Your stuff that you use to record music. Your music products. Okay, I'm gonna get off here. I'm going to go wash some dishes. I'm gonna go rinse off some poopy diapers, because we cloth diaper, and that's what you do when you cloth diaper. And yep, if you made it this far, thank you. Happy 14 minutes. 13:53. Okay, love you guys. Bye.